Hello guys, and welcome to this Takeaway Teacher special edition, courtesy of Mr. Lawrence's idea of using this new software, Jing, which I'm going to go with. I'm going to talk to you quickly about how the importance of planning your writing, particularly when you're aiming at achieving the C grade. Okay, so learning intentions are: one, we're learning to understand the importance of planning at GCSE. And secondly, we're going to understand how to plan successfully and simply, i.e. in a way that we can achieve in an exam situation without it being too complicated, taking too much time. Okay, let's have a look then at the sort of thing we might be asked to plan. First of all, I go to paper 2. This is from the AQA website. You can get this yourself if you Google AQA English GCSE. So this paper 2, this is from 2009. At this point you will have done the poetry from other cultures questions. Hopefully you'll have stayed within time there. In this case it was the question about nothing's changed, how does it reveal feelings. So you'll have written about that for 45 minutes. Now please be careful not to write for an hour or an hour and 10 minutes on that question, because you won't have enough time for section B, which is here, and which is what we're particularly interested in today. Now look, if you read this stuff at the beginning, it'll tell you to plan. Remember, spend 5 minutes planning and sequencing your material. They tell you to do it. We tell you to do it. Your teachers tell you to do it. And still, we have loads of students who won't do it, who are very resistant to it. Well, please, I'd ask you to reconsider that and make sure you plan your work. If we take as an example, example question. Okay, let's go for this one. If you could choose, where would you most like to live? Explain the reasons for your choice. So it's a writing to explain question. Unlike in paper 1, there isn't such a sense of audience, I don't think, in paper 2. You're just writing, you're just aiming to produce a really sort of good quality, lively piece of writing. You're not writing to argue or persuade. You're not writing for a particular audience other than for your examiner and to show what you can do. Now, excuse me, that's wrong. This is what people do. This is absolutely the worst thing that you can do. They look at that question, they think, okay, if you could choose, where would you most think to live? And they immediately start writing their answer. And 9 times out of 10, they start writing about where they went on their holidays. Okay, so what they do, they only think, any plan, and they go, the place I would like to live is, I don't know, Spain, because it's hot and there are great beaches. Now they might be able to carry on like that for a little while, but actually they're going to run out of things to say really quickly, and also they're not going to be writing in paragraphs, and because they're making it up as they're going along, there's no sense of quality writing here. There's no questions, there's no variety of sentences, there's no interesting language, and it's because they haven't thought about it before they started. What you need to do is you need to come up with a really simple 3-idea plan. You need 3 things to write about. Now I would suggest, okay, for this question, where would you most like to live? Intro, describe your place. Now, a really good idea here would be to describe it before you say where it is. If you're going to do, let's say we'll do it about Oxford. Right, so the place I'd most like to live is world famous, the city of dreaming spires, the city of the university, but there's much more to it than that. This place is Oxford. And now we need our 3 ideas. Now some of you are going to struggle with 3 ideas about Oxford, but I'm going to go 1, amazing history. Oh, excuse my typing. I'm going to go 2, brilliant schools, particularly English departments, and 3, what I was going to say, beautiful parks. Okay, you can be much more imaginative than I'm being here, of course, but this is just a sample of how you come up with a simple plan. Then, straightforward, you write a paragraph about each of those things. That's it. But you develop your ideas. So this bit about amazing history, you spend time writing about that in detail. You don't need to plan it all up here. You can think on your feet, but you stay writing about the history for a little while. So that is an example of really good quality, simple planning at GCSE writing.